I am from How To Taxes with a new video on debits and credits, hoping to help out some of those college students who are in Accounting 101. So the first rule is very simple. Debits always equal credits. And in many instances, the debit is what you are spending money on, and the credit is how you are paying for it. Think of credit card for the credits. The first example is if you had a repair expense of $50. You would debit the repair expense, that's what you're spending money on, and you would credit cash, that is how you're paying for it. The next example is that you're buying supplies for your business. You're buying them from a vendor that you have terms with. So you would debit production supplies expense, because this is what you're spending money on, $250, and you would credit accounts payable for $250 because that is how you're paying for it. When you actually have to pay the vendor the $250, you would debit accounts payable for $250. That is what you're spending money on, and you would credit cash. That is how you're paying the vendor. The next example is that you buy equipment for your business. The equipment costs $30,000, and the equipment is going to be used for much more than 1 year. So when you make the journal entry, you can't debit equipment expense because the equipment is being used over many years. The equipment must be capitalized, which means making it an asset. So you're going to debit equipment and you're going to credit loan payable because that is how you're paying for it. The next journal entry that you need to make with the equipment purchase is depreciation expense. Since you're using the asset over many years, you will take an expense over all of those years of the useful life of the equipment. So the first journal entry is depreciation expense of $3,000 and a credit of $3,000 to accumulated depreciation. The loan payment for the loan for the equipment is $1,500. You will debit loan payable for the amount of principal that you're paying, which in this example is $500. You will also debit interest expense of the amount of interest that you're paying with each payment. In this example, it's $1,000. And then you'll credit cash for that is how you're paying for the loan. Thank you for doing some accounting with me. I hope this video was helpful. Please subscribe for future accounting and tax videos.